Good morning, friends. At the outset, I would like to thank the organizers who have invited me in this program to participate and share my views and experiences with you on vermicomposting, which I am doing for the last 20 years. What is organic farming? Organic farming is the cultivation of plants and rearing of animals without using harsh chemicals and without exerting any environmental pollution. Organic farming relies upon biocompost such as NADEP, biogas slurry, pit compost, vermicompost. Then biomanures like FYM, green manure, poultry manure. Then biofertilizer cultures. Then compost tea, worm tea and vermiwash. Minerals and rock additives. And cultural practices like crop rotation and polyculture. And then it also depends on biopesticides and biological control agent, integrated pest management for pest control. Then why one should do organic farming? To reduce environmental pollution, to resolve problems of waste disposal and management, to increase crop production, to improve quality of produce, to ensure food security, to curb the influence of global climate change, and to create sustainable, healthy atmosphere. Organic farming is must for all-round sustainable development and for well-being of human society. Then, so I want to say that vermicomposting can play a big role, major role in organic farming. Then question comes, what is vermicomposting? Worms means worms, earthworms. They are Earthworms are farmers friendly creatures. It is well known from ancient times. They are known as intestine of the soil. They are known as soil engineers. They are known as soil engineers. They are able to change physical, biological, and chemical properties of the soil. They do everything good for the agriculture. Eco-friendly management of different types of biodegradable waste into useful end product, that is vermicompost, is known as vermicomposting. It involves combined action of aerobic friendly microorganisms, particularly the bacteria, with special type of earthworms. They are known as red earthworms or epizootic earthworms. And there are some species of such earthworms. They have been identified and they have been tested and widely used in India for vermicomposting. They are red regular, Icenia fetida. It is European worm. Another one is African night crawler, that is Eudelus eugeni. And third one is Oriental worm, Perionyx excavatus. It is from South India. These earthworms are useful for vermicomposting. Then question comes whether the local earthworms which emerge in large number from the soil are useful for vermicomposting. The answer is no. They are beneficial for agriculture and for increasing soil fertility, but they are not useful for large-scale vermicomposting. What are the requirements of vermicomposting? Suitable types of earthworms, enough balanced food for them, high content of moisture in their culture medium, high content of aeration, enough aeration for their respiration, suitable pH in the medium, shade and cover over the vermi bed, suitable atmosphere for their living, then suitable system or the space where they can be cultured. It is known as vermicomposting chamber or vermi reactor. Then, moreover, we need our interest, we have to be committed, we have to be dedicated, and we have willpower to do vermicomposting. Earthworms live in decaying waste, use it as a food, and multiply rapidly to produce vermicompost. According to the location of vermicomposting units, they may be outdoor units or indoor units. In soil units, that is in situ, or away from the soil, that is ex situ or off soil units. Vermicomposting systems may be of various types: pit system, tank system, floor system, that is also known as surface bed or windrow beds, and container units. Variety of containers can be used as vermicomposting chamber, and the space where garbage is filled and earthworms are released for vermicomposting is known as vermi bed. Then I would like to tell you our work on vermicomposting. I am doing vermicomposting since 2001 to 2002. We have initiated vermicomposting in Jiwaji University campus, my own residence, and Vivekanand Needham of Gwalior, using Eisenia fetida or red regular as the earthworms. In 2002-2003, I brought mother culture of 3 species of earthworms: Eisenia fetida, Euryalus eugeni, and Perionyx excavatus from GKVK, Bangalore. In 2003 and 4, Vermicomposting Center project was allotted by Jiwaji University, Gwalior, to me to establish a unit in Charak Udyan of Jiwaji University campus. On 5th June 2005, on the day World Environment Day, the inauguration of our Vermicomposting Center was done by our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Satyaprakash Ji. And we started mass production of vermicompost using cattle dung and garden waste. Then we also started doing research on vermicomposting of different types of waste using different species of earthworms and using various materials like cattle dung, animal house waste, office paper waste, sugarcane waste, coconut waste, kitchen and food waste, sewage sludge, etc. And so far I have guided 6 students for their research work on vermicomposting and earthworms. 6 MPhil students were also guided on various topics of vermicomposting. On 5th June 2014, we celebrated World Environment Day as a workshop on environmental conservation at Charak Udyan. Again, on 5th June 2015, the another World Environment Day, we have inaugurated a garden and temple waste vermicomposting unit in Department of Environmental Sciences of Jiwaji University, Gwalior. In 2005, we have constructed a vermicomposting hut in Charak Udyan. And inside the hut, inside this vermicomposting hut, the vermi beds were made to do vermicomposting at indoor location. This slide shows the vermi bed inside the hut. So the first figure shows the surface bed. The second figure shows a double-decker system, 2-tier system. In lower part also we are doing vermicomposting, and on upper slab, like a kitchen slab, also we are doing vermicomposting. In third figure, we have shown a bucket and water coming out from the vermicomposting chamber is being collected as a compost tea. And fourth figure shows the surface bed located under the shade of trees on surface of the soil. Then this another slide is there in which shows indoor vermicomposting unit. A unused hall was there, and in this we made surface bed for composting of garbage using earthworms. And then another slide is indoor brick system using tanks. Are a series of tanks are there for vermicomposting purpose. The third figure shows a shaded quadrate tank. 4 chambers are there in this tank, and this chamber is very good for mass production of earthworms, which are used for as a mother culture for shifting to the new vermi tanks. And fourth figure also shows an outdoor quadrate tank. These quadrate tanks, or they are also known as 4-chamber tanks or 4-cycle tanks. And in these 4 chambers, the garbage is introduced in first chamber today, in another chamber 15 days later, in third chamber again 15 days. So at the interval of 15 days, the garbage is introduced. Earthworms can move from first chamber to the second, second to third, or they can go reverse also. And when they reach up to 4th chamber, the compost in first chamber is ready to be harvested. So if we are having limited amount of garbage, this cyclic tank is very good for vermicomposting. The vermicomposting tank can be made by any local material available to us, which cost little or cost nothing. If we are having stone slabs, we can use stone slabs to prepare vermi tanks, as it is shown in these first 2 slides. Or we can use bricks also, and bricks can be joined together by cement concrete mixture. If we do not want to spend so much of money, we can join together the bricks using mud and dung paste only. So cost is almost nothing. And this slide shows 2 types of container units of vermicomposting. And you can see one broken cooler tank was there, and it was useless. It was a scrap. So we used it as a vermicomposting chamber, and for 10 years we have continued vermicomposting this chamber. And another figure shows a broken or cracked wash basin, large size wash basin, and it is divided into 4 parts using thermocol. And these thermocol sheets are having holes between them. So this is a experimental tank we are using. 4 types of garbage can be put in this. Earthworms are released, so we can observe which garbage is most suitable for earthworms. Then this figure shows the cut off oil canisters, and these canisters or containers are used as for experimental purposes. And this is a big vermicomposting unit supervised by us in a farmhouse in Gwalior. We have taken up a project to start vermicomposting, conduct beekeeping, and prepare other type of organic activities, organic compost, pitcher compost, then horn compost, then nadep compost, and biogas is also there in Saraswati Shishu Mandir, Gwalior. So with the help of school administration, we conducted successful project, and it was highly appreciated by society and administration. While we do vermicomposting, our focus is to conserve environment. So we can reduce environmental pollution, and we can forward the Swachh Bharat mission. We can support Swachh Bharat mission, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. So we discourage burning of waste, because we believe that burning of waste causes 5 to 6 times more pollution when it is not burned, and the heat energy that is produced, it goes waste. So we discourage burning of waste. Then recently NGT has also banned burning of waste, but due to slackness of law and administration, the rules are not followed. So recently, me and my team have visited Pandit Ravi Shankar University, Raipur, to establish a vermicomposting unit over there. There it was a round pond was there, fountain pond was there. It was discarded, it was not being used. We used it as a vermicomposting tank. We filled it with plant leaves, dried plant leaves, and cattle dung mixed together. And in due course of time, this material will start decaying, heat cycle will be there, material will be heated in from 2 days, and heat will go maximum at around 8 days, then it will go down in 15 to 20 days. When heat will subside, we will release the mother culture in this pond, and vermicomposting process will be started. We also took with us the live earthworms mother culture with us in a porous bucket, and we released this mother culture in a small temporary brick tank, and that was made on that day itself, and around it a muddy sludge from the organic waste drainage was filled up. We believe that in mud like garbage, the earthworms can survive for 15 to 20 days, and then these earthworms will be transferred to the main pond which we are using as a vermicomposting tank. And I have guided the university administration to build a beautiful canopy around this vermicomposting unit so that it can be presentable and it looks beautiful. Then we have established many vermicomposting units in Gwalior, Guna, Gurgaon, Himachal Pradesh, Shivpuri, and several other places. This is a vermicomposting unit which we made in MLV College, Gwalior, using stone slabs only. We incurred no expenditure. These stone slabs were lying in the campus of the college like that only. We also erected one temporary vermicomposting unit in Ayush of Gwalior. You can see it is there, and it worked very well, and the earthworms fed and rapidly, they reproduced rapidly, and they produced very good quality of vermicompost. Similarly, and in our work, we have taken several type of organic waste: cattle dung, fallen off plant leaves, other plant materials like bark, flower components, pollen grains, spoiled fruits and vegetables, fallen off from the plants. They are not edible for human consumption. There are many avenue trees like peepal, bargad, gular, and their fruits are not consumed by humans, they are just fallen off. So we use them as raw material for vermicomposting also. We have taken up a challenge to start vermicomposting in Institute of Hotel Management, Gwalior. A huge amount of food and kitchen waste comes from their kitchen and restaurant. And we mix this food-based material with paper shreddings, fallen off leaves, packing paper, torn off packing paper, so that it does not smell bad when it starts rotting, so smell is not coming. And microorganisms causing diseases, they also do not propagate in this material. So no foul smell, no pollution, no diseases, and when this material also undergoes heat cycle of 15 to 20 days, when it cools down, we release earthworms in this, and then vermicomposting process goes on. So this project is also very successful, and a similar project we have started in Gwalior Zoo also. In zoo, most of the animals, they are vegetarians. Fruits and vegetables are supplied to them. More than 100 kg of such waste comes out from the zoo. Again, here we mix it with paper waste, plant leaves, and subject to vermicomposting. So, cost-wise also it is very good for zoo authorities. They were sending this material to the landfill sites by using tractor trolleys, and tractor trolley was going once in a week. So the material was lying in the zoo campus, giving bad image to the zoo, emitting foul smell, spreading diseases also. Now this situation is reverted, everything is clean and fine. Useful end product, that is vermicompost, is being produced, and we have a plan to sell out this from the zoo itself to the public, tourists, and it will also bring awareness to the society. We also have plan to impart, to arrange awareness programs, demonstrations, training programs to the farmers, to the ladies who can do vermicomposting for their kitchen garden, and to the students and to the school administration, because vermicomposting units can well be established in school campuses, colleges, and other institutions. Students of the institutions can be made partner in this vermicomposting project. Then we have also developed one iron material, iron box type material, to be used as a portable vermicomposting plant. One of such vermicomposting plant we have given to administration of KRG College, Gwalior. So this figure shows the vermicomposting unit in KRG College. Then in Guna also we are doing vermicomposting activities at several places. One of such place is shown in the slide, that is Panchmukhi Hanuman Ashram and Nandini Goshala. In Guna we are also operating other vermicomposting unit. One composting unit is on the barren land of railways, and this land we have taken permission from the government and railways and using it for vermicomposting and plantation. We have named this place as Smriti 1. So already we are running this project in Smriti 1 for more than 2 years. In Guna, we have recently also erected unit in Gwalior one unit in Gayatri Shaktipeeth Temple, and one unit is Divyan's Professional College, Guna. So we are doing, and one vermicomposting unit was established in, there is an engineer, O.N. Sharma. He has a farmhouse and private gaushala. And there he has made a large vermicomposting unit having at least 4 tanks of very big size. We have provided them guidance and mother culture of our swarms to start their vermicomposting project. Then in Gwalior again there is a residential school. It is run by Ramakrishna Ashram Mission. Everybody knows about Ramakrishna Ashram. It has a separate campus that is known as Sharda Balgram. The present administrator of Sharda Balgram is Swami Manish Maharaj. He is an engineer and he is very keen to start nature-loving activities in his campus. So he invited us to establish vermicomposting unit there. He is also interested in beekeeping activities, and we will start beekeeping also in their campus. In Erni University, Himachal Pradesh, also a vermicomposting unit in our consultancy and guidance is being run. This figure shows our new invention, that is portable vermicomposting or home vermicomposting unit. Inauguration of it was done by Honorable Kulpati ji, Professor Sangeeta Shukla of Jiwaji University, Gwalior on 23rd January 2017. We also organize live demos of home vermicomposting unit and the plantation show in various public places like Uddan Mola in Baradari we have organized in 2016, and again in another campus near Fulbagh we have also organized some program. And one program was there in Gwalior. Organic India Limited was organized that fair. There also we demonstrated vermicomposting and vermiwash units over there. So along with vermicompost, we also produce vermiwash, compost tea and worm tea. So this figure shows that how the vermiwash can be prepared. So this is a setup for preparation of vermiwash, and 2 bottles are displayed in this figure. One white bottle shows worm tea. It is from some foreign country. It is being marketed in other countries. And the transparent bottle has got vermiwash, that is our product. And we have planned to popularize it because we believe that along with vermicompost, it is yet another very, very useful stuff for organic farming. We also work on temple waste for vermicomposting purpose. Lot of flowers come out from temples. Temple waste includes mainly flowers, loose flowers, flower garlands, belpatri, vegetables, fruits, some prasad, food items are also there, and some belpatri and bel fruits are also there, and which are not consumed as food. And this material is discarded to be thrown into rivers and other water bodies, or it is mixed with other municipal waste to be carried away to be placed in landfill sites. It creates heavy pollution. It is source of many pathogenic organisms and it pollutes environment. So it can be converted into useful end product, that is vermicompost. We collect the flowers from temples, mix it with other materials so that it becomes suitable for earthworms. It has got enough food for earthworms, balanced food. Then it has enough moisture. It has enough porosity so earthworms can survive. So we collect these flowers. First we did experiments in our container units, making different combination of waste, and on the basis of successful experiments we conduct large scale experiments. We have impressed the temple administration of Gwalior. We could convince 3 temples to send their temple waste to the university campus. We mix it with large amount of paper waste, plant waste, that is plant leaves, some soil and some ready compost, and charge this mixture into vermicomposting chambers, either surface beds or brick tanks. Then again here also heat cycle goes for 15 to 20 days. Then heat is subsided, material cools down, becomes suitable for introduction of mother culture of earthworms, that is Eudrilus eugeni, African worm. They rapidly start eating this material. They convert into compost which comes out as their excreta, and this excreta is known as vermicompost. So we operate this unit, and for successful uh, completion of 1 year, we could inaugurate this unit as a garden and temple waste vermicomposting unit in Department of Environmental Science Garden in Jiwaji University, Gwalior. And we also recycle or process the flower waste using home vermicomposting unit which we have invented. So you can see in first figure the loading auto came with full of flower waste, that is garlands. It is being unloaded. In second figure, these flowers, they are charged in vermi tanks. In third figure, it is filled in home vermicomposting unit. The fourth figure shows the board for inauguration of our unit. This figure shows the media coverage of our vermicomposting activities in Charak Udyan of Jiwaji University, Gwalior. This figure shows I was invited as chief guest in a workshop being organized by Solid Waste Management by Gurukul Kangri University, Haridwar. So I was invited there as chief guest and the keynote speaker. This is the figure of Tapovan Forest Department, Gwalior. They organized a composting workshop in their campus and invited me as keynote speaker. And I also organize awareness programs and promotional activities to ladies and ladies club and other people. And sometimes a lot of children come to see my vermicomposting unit, and I satisfy their queries also. I have written a poem in Hindi entitled Kenchue Jindabad. In English, it means bravo earthworms, buck up earthworms, or long live earthworms. कचरे से माल बनाने की चाह, ख्वाब नहीं हकीकत जनाब, केंचुए रेगिस्तान में चमन खिला सकते हैं, असंभव को संभव बना सकते हैं, यदि हम दें उन्हें मित्रता का आधार, वे बन सकते हैं नई हरित क्रांति के सूत्रधार। हम अपना दृष्टिकोण बदलें, वितृष्णा की जगह बढ़ाएं सहयोगवाद, आओ मिलकर बोलें केंचुए जिंदाबाद, केंचुए जिंदाबाद। So this is all about my lecture. If you have any queries, you can ask. I will try to answer them. Thank you very much. Again, I want to say in this figure it is written, कैंचुओं द्वारा जैविक कचरे में साइकिल चलवाएं, बढ़िया वर्मी जैविक खाद बनाएं. It means we should encourage recycling of waste using earthworms to make a useful and beneficial end product, that is vermicompost, and other useful products of this venture is compost tea, worm tea, and vermiwash. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.